Hello, Mike Bradley here. Hope you are doing well, as always. This is going to be a non-edited video, and I just felt like coming on and having a bit of a rant. Because why not? You know, guitar players with delicate souls. And this phrase, this term, boomer bends, has really irked me. Let's go with that. It's irked me. I don't understand where this term boomer bend has come from. I've been hearing it being said here and there. A couple of guys I've taught online and that, they've mentioned the word. I'm like, what? And I'm seeing it crop up, and in even in magazine articles and stuff like that. Boomer bends. Why? What? A bend is a bend. A bend is a bend. Like, why do we have to put these categories? You know, like for example, I can understand it, but we've got neo soul now. I've done quite a few videos talking about neo soul chords. You know, it's a term, just like neoclassical, when Malmsteen and all those, Tony McAlpine and Vinnie Moore, all those guys. Neoclassical, I get it, and neo soul, I get it. To me, neo soul, and if you've watched any of my neo soul chord videos I've done, I've done the title of them to get people who are into it to watch it. But I always say in it, I look at it as just jazz, soul, R&B, guitar music, or music in general, guitar chords and stuff, But it's a term, I get it. But boomer bends, where did it come from? Who came up with this term, boomer bends? A bend is a bend. Now, I believe that apparently that's a boomer bend. If I take so if I'm in A minor, if I take the G note, the minor seventh, and bend it up a tone, that apparently is a boomer bend. Like, why? It's a bend. You're bending a note up a tone. Now, I'm assuming it's got something to do with like the baby boomers. That's the only thing I can look at, So the baby boomers are people who are born just after World War II, So that generation, so it would be, Clapton, Jimmy Page, Keith Richards, Jeff Beck, Jimi Hendrix, all those guys, I'm assuming it's got something to do with that, but I'm speaking to you, the beautiful guitar players of the world, to enlighten me. Maybe that was an email just then from someone enlightening me already, but to enlighten me on where boomer bends come from, where that term comes from, and are people generally saying, "Oh, I'm going to do a boomer bend," or well, I'm guessing this one probably. To me, you bend a note, you can bend it up a tone. You can bend it up a semitone, which I like. You could bend it up a tone and a half. If I feel strong enough, I could bend it up to 2 tones. I haven't played guitar much today, so forgive me. But, and if you want to go higher, if I had, 8 gauge strings, I'd probably be able to hit that. But, guitar music, rock and roll music, as of today, in the year 2021, the year of our Lord, 2021, is pretty non-existent in the top 40. And, like, for example, like the Grammys, for example, when Eddie Van Halen died, I think there was like a 15-second clip, when they do the kind of montage of people who have sadly passed away that year, and I think they showed a little clip of Van Halen. There was no big, performance and having, some great guitar players get up, or even, they could have done Beat It, and they could have had, like Bruno Mars, he would have been amazing singing, you know, Beat It, and then having, you know, one of the fantastic, amazing guitar players out there today, you know, kind of do their take on Eddie or something. I mean, there was nothing. So I'm just rambling here. There's no script. I'm just rambling. But there was nothing whatsoever. There was no, now if that was 15, 20, 25 years ago, there would have been a big thing. There would have been a big performance. You know, I remember when George Harrison died, you know, there was that beautiful concert for George, what Clapton kind of organised, and it was amazing, you know. We don't really get that anymore. And, you know, the sad thing is, I bet when Paul McCartney passes away, you know, there won't be a concert for Paul or something. You know, oh, who knows? But I'm just riffing here. But my main point, what I'm trying to get across here, by kind of, to me, a boomer bend sounds like you're taking the mick, you're taking the piss here, you know. Oh, you're doing a boomer bend, mate. That's what I'm assuming it means, which is ridiculous, because the guitar, what's fantastic about the guitar is that we can bend notes and we can do things on the guitar what you can't do on another instrument. Like a piano, for example, is a beautiful instrument. It can do so much more, and it's a lot easier to do great chords and chord melodies at the same time on a piano than it is on a guitar. But we can bend. A piano player can't bend. A saxophonist can't bend. A violinist definitely can't bend. They've got no frets. But we can. And, you know, you can do, you know, one of my favourite, you know, you can do cool stuff like that. That's what I was trying to get to. Alright, gone slightly out of tune, but like I said, I'm not doing any edits in this one here today. But you know, we can do really cool things with bending. Oh, that G was really out. With bending strings, and of course by bending a lot or not actually tuning your guitar before you start a YouTube video. So let's do that again. So you got. You know, you can't do that stuff on a piano. But, you know, if I go, you know... Oh, you're doing a boomer bend, mate. And then, you know, if you think about the next generation, you know, I'm you know, I'm a young man, you know, but I'm not 18 anymore, you know. But if you've got, say, a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old kid, and, you know, he's listening, he's you know, listening to his dad or his mum and dad's record collection, he comes across, you know, Journeyman by Eric Clapton or something like that, or even John Mayer, you know, and Continuum or something like that, and then he's hearing, you know, whatever, and then, you know, he meets some mates, or he's playing at school, he or her, I should say, is playing at school, and then someone goes, oh, why are you doing boomer bends, man? And then all of a sudden, it's just going to degrade that part of guitar playing, you know? And it would be all of a sudden uncool to bend, you know what I mean? Or play cool guitar ideas, solos, licks, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, I remember being 13 years old, and, you know, when you're 13, you're very insecure. Now, when I started playing guitar, no one played guitar at school when I went to school. No one. I grew up and I started playing guitar in the mid to late 90s, and it was in the UK, it was all house and garage and MCs and yes, boy, with a little bit of luck, you can make it through today. It was all that malarkey, you know. And I was the weird kid who played guitar with weird hair. And you know what? 20 odd years later, I'm still the weird kid with weird hair who plays guitar, and I'm proud of it. But when I was 13, you know, I got insecure about it, you know. So you can just imagine a kid playing guitar, comes across, you know, Clapton or John Mayer, you know, or Slash or Eddie Van Halen or whatever, Jeff Beck or Jennifer Batten, you know, and they're like, yes, they're playing it. And then they meet some friends at school and, you know, other musicians at school and stuff. They start playing and they're like, yes, here's a song, I've got an A minor, and to D minor 7 with an E7 in there. You're like, oh yeah. And like, oh no, don't do those boomer bends, man. You can just imagine it. And then all of a sudden, that part of guitar playing is gone, you know, and people will stop doing it. I think it's great to experiment and do new things on the guitar, of course, I'm not saying that. But don't knock the great thing about music, and that is to do whatever the hell you want and not be pigeonholed and put in a box that, oh no, you can't do that now because that's a boomer bend, you know. What's the next thing going to be? Like a millennial chord? You know, a Generation X pick scrape. You know, it's like, what the... It just makes no sense to me. Oh, I really would love to know your thoughts. I could carry on going for another hour if I wanted, you know. But I will stop. I will stop. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first ever video of seeing me, I'm not this nuts all the time. Do check out some other videos, but I just had to get this off my chest. I just think it's ridiculous, man. So whoever came up with the term boomer bends, please let me know in the comment section below. And I think they should be like Cersei in Game of Thrones, you know, when she had to walk through the town naked and everyone's just going, shame, shame. That should be what should happen to whoever came up and got this word boomer bend out there. They should be made to walk at NAMM, right? Hopefully NAMM 2022. God, that's weird to say. NAMM 22 is going to happen, right? 2022 is going to happen. They should be made to walk through there naked and everyone just goes, shame, shame. Mic drop, I tell you. Done. Anyway. Woosah. Woosah. I feel better now. I mean, you know, look at it. I mean, for example, one of my favourite things to do, flanger, is this a boomer bend? Because if it is, I'm proud of it. I hope you're all very, very well. Hope you're doing well as always. I've been Mike Bradley. Please let me know your thoughts. I would love to know because I'm really, as you probably can tell, I'm quite passionate and intrigued by this. So, hope you're good. Hope you're well. Thanks for the love. And I'll see you all in hopefully a less ranty mode next time. Take care, guys. Mike Bradley signing out. Bye!